Today on BRStv, we have a few quick how-to tips on the JBJ Auto Top-Off. The JBJ Auto Top-Off's one of the more popular options out there, probably because it's easily the most time-tested and reliable option in this price range. The instructions show a few different methods for setting it up. Option A has sensor 1 in the tank or sump and monitors the water level. When the water evaporates, the float falls and turns your top-off pump on to refill the tank and turns off once the float rises again. Sensor 2 goes at the bottom of your freshwater reservoir, which protects the pump from operating dry and burning out. When the water level gets too low, the float drops and will shut off power to the pump. If you set the JBJ ATO to option B, it will operate a bit differently with high and low sensors, where sensor 1 is a high level and sensor 2 is a low level. Operating in this mode will fill the high level and then wait till the low level is triggered before it hits the high level again. Results is pretty big range in water levels and probably not the most popular mode in the reef tank. First tip we have on using the JBJ ATO is you can put it in mode A and turn the second sensor upside down. This will basically set the second sensor up as a backup switch, so if the first were ever to fail or get stuck on with salt creep or a snail, the second sensor will serve as a backup and shut the system down. Second tip that many people don't know about is the floats are reversible, so rather than turning the second bracket upside down, you can just remove the clip on the float, turn the float upside down and replace the clip. Now the float will operate in reverse. The whole system also has an internal timer as a backup. All the pumps will turn on for a minimum of about 9 seconds and a maximum of about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. If you match your ATO with the right size pump, this timer can prevent the system from overflowing as well. Here's where tip 3 comes in. If you have a slow pump and 3 minutes and 45 seconds just isn't enough time, you can actually set it to a longer time by taking the unit apart and locating the tiny blue dial inside, which adjusts the internal timer. You can adjust it by turning the dial counterclockwise all the way up to 14 minutes. While you're in there, you might also see an on-off switch, which turns on and off an audible alarm anytime the ATO is triggered. Not something most of you would want on, but some people might find it useful. Just one last tip, the system comes with 2 types of mounting gear. One with a hanging bracket and one that utilizes a suction cup. Normally I'd say you must be crazy if you wanted to use a suction cup for something as critical as this, but it can be pretty safe if you put a small amount of silicone in the inside of the cup and mount it to a dry area of the tank. If you have any other questions about the Auto Top-Off, check out the comments area down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because we release 2 new reefing videos every week, one on Tuesday and one on Friday. See you next week with another episode of BRStv.